Hey guys, hey Wild Abundant Life. We are going live. We're going to go live every day this week. I've got some fun stuff to share with y'all. Now, I don't know how to keep my notifications for popping up, so I may have to exit those every once in a while. But let me go close some doors. There we go. Yeah, here they come. Oh, for goodness sake. Can you close this for me? Thanks. I'm going to do my best not to swivel. I'm going to teach you guys how to use today's two BOGO oils, Adaptiv and Ylang Ylang. We're going to make some DIYs together. I'm going to teach y'all exactly how to use them because they're two really, really good oils. Okay. Uh-oh, I started it. Okay, I'm going to be sharing this in my group real quick. This is a totally shareable video, so if you have somebody who would like to know these things, you can tag them or share it. All right, we're almost ready. All right, if you come hang out with me, make sure you let me know because I can't always tell who's in here with me. All right, there we go. We're all set. Hey guys, today's day one of doTERRA's November BOGO, and since we are going to spotlight a couple of oils every day this week, I thought it'd be fun to come in here and teach you guys how to use those oils, okay? Because free oils sounds really fun, but what if you don't know how to use them? I don't think that's helpful to anybody. So I'm going to show you guys how to use these oils. I'm going to make a couple DIYs with you, and then I'm going to give you a chance to get these DIYs sent to you also. If you don't know how to order a BOGO and you're working with somebody in doTERRA, just reach out to them. I know they'd like to help you. If you're not working with somebody in doTERRA, let me know in the comments and I'll reach out to you and help you get these today, because every day this week there's a different BOGO. That means free oils. And they're an investment, so it's really nice to have, to get kind of a break in that every once in a while, be able to build your collection, be able to use oils that you maybe haven't used before. And so I'm going to help you understand how to use those this week. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is Adaptiv, and that is doTERRA's Calming Blend. It's a relatively new oil for doTERRA. They came out with it last year. They did a bunch of clinical tests using this oil, and they found out some really incredible things. You can find those results on YouTube, and if you need help finding that, let me know and I'll help you. But in general, Adaptiv is the calming blend, and it's really great for both calming and energizing. So if you need some focused energy, Adaptiv is a really good one. If you're going into a scenario where you're going to feel overwhelmed, Adaptiv is a really good one, okay? The great thing about Adaptiv is that it's safe to put directly on your skin, and you can breathe it right out of the bottle too, okay? This isn't one that you use internally, but if you like to use oils internally, there is a supplement that uses botanicals and herbs that goes along with Adaptiv. So you can breathe it right out of the bottle, put it in your hand, rub your hands together, and make a little personal diffuser like that. Or you can use it right on your pulse points. And when you need to be calmed down, using it right on your pulse points is a really good way to use it. Your whole body can be a diffuser, so you can also put a drop or two in your hair, and you can get the benefits from that every time you smell that. Somebody's singing outside the window. Okay, so here's some top uses for Adaptiv. You can use Adaptiv when you're in a chaotic environment. I like to use Adaptiv when I'm on my way to a family event. I have a huge family, tons of kids, tons of people running around. So I'm kind of a one-on-one person. So I like to use Adaptiv on my wrists, on the back of my neck, whenever I'm approaching a situation like that. Holidays are going to be a good one to have Adaptiv at. You can diffuse it also. If you deal with anxious feelings, stressful feelings, if you have a tendency to feel panicked or overwhelmed, Adaptiv is really good for that. If you experience moodiness and you need help balancing or supporting that during your period, you can use Adaptiv for that. It's great for helping with lack of motivation. It's great for helping with lack of focus. It's great for soothing a baby. You can put it on the bottoms of their feet, or you can put it in the diffuser. Sorry, I seem to have gotten on a group text right before I went live. Awesome. You can actually rub Adaptiv directly into achy muscles. If you are dealing with a loss of a sense of smell and you want to encourage your body to get that back. I don't know if you guys know anybody who has lost their sense of smell recently. No? Okay. You can put that on the back of their neck and put it across their forehead to help with that. It's great for skin. You can rub it into your wrinkles. And the way that I end up using Adaptiv more than anything is just as a personal fragrance because it smells that good. So let me tell you what is in Adaptiv. Wild orange, lavender, copaiba, which is known for helping calm down the nervous system, spearmint, magnolia, raspberry, great for focus, neroli, and sweet gum. Okay, and when you open a bottle of Adaptiv, it really has that smell of like walking past your oils in your house or opening up your oils box, and you just get that smell of everything kind of working together, and it's really comforting. So I'm gonna make something with Adaptiv for you guys. Let me get my little roller bottle here. Okay, this is a 5 ml roller bottle. You can get 10 ml from doTERRA. They're actually really high quality. And we're gonna make a roller that we call a simmer down roller. Okay, so we'll put this, there we go. Simmer down. All right, where did I see that roller? I work with a couple of books. One is called Advanced Oil Magic. If you use oils a lot, that's a really good book to have. Another book that I use is called The Essential Life. And as you start using oils, you're going to want to know everything that these oils can do for you. You don't want them to sit on the shelf, okay? They're not helping anybody if they're sitting on the shelf. But if you have a book that you can look through, that's really helpful. A lot of these books don't use the brand name that doTERRA uses because they aren't from doTERRA. They're used to, to be adjacent with doTERRA products. So you can look at, see this calming blend right here? That's the generic name. Then you look up the generic name in your book. Okay, so they'll be alphabetical in the blends section because this is a bunch of different oils blended together. They'll be alphabetical in the blend section. This is the calming blend, okay? So we're gonna make this simmer down roller. We're gonna start with, this is a 5 ml roller, okay? So if you have a 10 ml recipe, just half it. I'm gonna start with 5 drops of the Adaptiv blend. And that one comes out pretty fast. All right, then we're gonna go with black spruce. Black spruce is one of the main oils in the balance oil. So it's also really good for calming. Then we're gonna go with Siberian fir. This is one of my favorites. I use Siberian fir when I'm cleaning because it kind of has that like piney fresh scent. Dang, okay. 3 of Siberian fir. And then, got a little oil on my book here. Then we're just gonna go with 1 drop of Arbor Vitae, or Arbor Vitae. Okay, just 1 little drop of Arbor Vitae. Essential oils are so potent. They're essentially the medicinal properties of plants. That's what keeps plants healthy. That's what gives plants their scent and their usefulness to us. And so they're so potent because all they are is the usefulness of that plant to your body. Okay, so once we have our essential oils in there they all are. We're gonna finish this off with some fractionated coconut oil. I threw it in this little bottle just to help me when I'm making roller bottles, but you can also get fractionated coconut oil from doTERRA. Make sure you get a little pump top so you don't have to unscrew it every single time you use coconut oil. All right, there we go. We're gonna put the roller top on there. When you're putting a roller top on, thanks Amanda, I think it is. When you're putting a roller top on your roller, you want to be careful not to push down on the ball because you can actually damage the roller. So you want to push down on the sides. If you have a tool that helps you, I think it's called a rollerball key. It will help you pry that. It'll help you push down without touching the ball. But if you get close and you're not quite there, you can just kind of crank the lid down and it'll help put that roller all the way in. Okay, so there we have our simmer down roller. And then just to remind you what is in it, do I have, oh, I don't have all the stickers on this sheet. Okay, I'll put stickers on here too, because doTERRA has these cute little stickers that you can put on your rollers, and that helps you make it again next time. This group text is still going strong. All right. Simmer down roller. If you want a chance to get this simmer down roller, I will send it to you. Just share this video on your page and then comment below that you shared it so that I know how to find you. Okay. Number 2, and I'll give you guys like 24 hours to do that. Okay. You don't have to be here right now with me. Let's talk about Ylang Ylang. You can pronounce Ylang Ylang however you feel. Some people don't pronounce the Y at all. They just say Lang Lang. Some people say Ylang Ylang, and some people say Ylang Ylang. Do what you want, man. All right, so let's turn. The cool thing about today's BOGO is that it's the very first oil in the alphabet, alphabetically with doTERRA, and it's the very last oil in the alphabet with Ylang Ylang. In fact, in my book here, we have Ylang Ylang, and then right next door is the Calming Blend on the next page. Okay, so let's talk about the benefits of Ylang Ylang. If you attended a class that I recently taught on women's health and hormones, then you know that Ylang Ylang actually played a huge part in that class. It is very good for your hormones. It's very good for your body systems in general. There's some real key elements that Ylang Ylang is good for, okay? You might have found it, you might have noticed that Ylang Ylang is, am I gonna drive you crazy saying that? Ylang Ylang is an ingredient in a lot of beauty products, and that's because it smells really sweet and beautiful. It's actually an ingredient in a lot of perfumes, and it's actually something that is created in a lab a lot of times to copy the natural version of Ylang Ylang, but it's never going to smell quite as good as the actual thing. It has like this sweet, pretty, floral, almost minty. It almost feels like there's a mintiness somewhere in there. But this is not a blend. This is the oil that's distilled directly from the flower petals from the Ylang Ylang. Okay, so one of the most commonly known reasons to use Ylang Ylang is because it helps promote healthy libido and hormone balance. It's also really good for helping to balance blood pressure, keeping your blood pressure at a healthy level. Great for, I do have to be a little bit careful because I can only say some things, but I have to be compliant, all right? But I can say that it's really good for helping balance the adrenals or support your adrenal function. This even says if you have a loss of will, that this oil can help you. Apathy. Again, this is going to be another one, just like the Adaptiv blend, that's great for stressful situations, anxious feelings, overwhelm, just that feeling of being afraid, but not really knowing what you're afraid of, that sense of dread that we sometimes get in our stomach. Ylang Ylang is good for that. One of the reasons it's good for that is because one of the properties of Ylang Ylang is an antispasmodic. So if your guts are kind of churning and for no reason, Ylang Ylang would be a good thing to use topically in that case. It's also been known to help with hair loss. You can massage it into your scalp to stimulate hair growth. And in this book, right here, there's actually a recipe for something called hair and scalp rejuvenation that you can, oh my gosh, the notifications, that you can massage into your scalp and then put it into a dropper, massage it into your scalp a few hours before washing your hair. So you're going to stimulate your scalp right before you wash your hair because it's going to be oily. You don't want to add that oil right before, after you wash it. Other properties of this one is one that it also has a calming property. Okay, so it's not an accident that they put these two oils together today. If you're gonna use Ylang Ylang for your libido, you can put it on your pulse points and your reflex points. Put it in your diffuser, all right? But it's really a lovely scent. If you are gonna try to support your blood pressure with it, one way you could do that was apply two drops to the bottoms of your feet. Always add a little coconut oil. If you're using oils topically, it actually helps them work longer and it helps them work better, okay? It doesn't weaken them, it actually makes them stronger. So add a little bit of plant oil to your essential oils. And you can also use Ylang Ylang for oily skin. So add a drop to your toner or facial moisturizer or take some internally. So Ylang Ylang is one of those oils that you can use all three ways. You can use it aromatically, you can use it topically, right out of the bottle, but we always use the carrier oil just to make it work better. And you can actually use this one internally as well. If you're not sure if you can use an oil internally, here's the trick right here. See this little box right here that says supplement facts? If it has that on the bottle, then you can use it internally. And generally the rule of thumb is if you're gonna put it in a capsule, just put a couple drops. You always wanna use less oil more often because your body can only metabolize so much. These are very potent. You don't wanna waste it. And then if you're gonna put it in water, you can use 1 drop to about half a cup. I'm a little bit more, what's the word, conservative with my internal use of oils. So I tend to use a drop in as much as a cup or 2 cups of water. But generally it's deemed safe to do that in a drop per half a cup. If an oil is not good for internal use, like I told you, Adaptiv is not one that we use internally. Look on the label here, and you'll notice that it does not have that supplemental facts box, okay? So that is just the easiest way to find out. Now I'm gonna make you guys, for you, you can make this with me, okay? If you have all these oils, if this is something that you struggle with, then you can put these oils on your wish list. But we're gonna be making a roller for head tension. And actually, the recipe that I'm using for using this for actually recommends using this blend for more serious head tension. Maybe something that happens pretty regularly, and if you feel a sensitivity to light and sound, and maybe you need to lay down right away, and maybe feel maybe feel upset to your stomach, like that kind of head tension. This roller is good for that. Okay, so we're gonna call this a headache soother, but you guys understand that this could be used for something a little bit more intense than just your everyday headache. All right, so let's put this on here, headache soother. There we go. All right, and the oils that we're going to be using for this, Ylang Ylang, basil, and marjoram. If you don't know the pain relieving benefits of basil, you are in for a treat. Okay, it smells like basil, so you generally want to use it with some other things, but I'm always really surprised at how quickly basil helps me relieve pain. So if you have like a new mama spray that you're using when you go to the bathroom, I would always add basil to it. If you have a headache blend, I would add basil to it. If you are dealing with somebody who has something wrong with their ears and they're kind of achy, add basil to some tea tree oil and put it not in the ear, but in front and behind the ear. Basil is so good as an analgesic. Okay, it's become one of my favorite oils. I always put it in my owie spray for my kids, and it really helps soothe owies. Okay, so for this headache soother blend, we're going to add 5 drops of Ylang Ylang. Whoop, there went 6. You get a little bonus there. We're going to add 6 drops of basil, okay? It's a really good one. 6, 7. Excuse me. And then 1 drop of marjoram. 1. All right, and then we're gonna fill that up right to the shoulder with your fractionated coconut oil. And when I put this in here, I must have stabbed it with the tiniest thing, because I can barely get this oil out of here. The pump that doTERRA has is actually the most useful thing, because you can just stick that pump right in the little neck of the bottle. Come on, guy. Didn't it work just a minute ago? There it goes. Maybe. Okay, well, I'm not going to waste your time doing this. Then you pop on the roller top. Pop it all the way on, screw on the cap, and add your stickers to the side so that you know which oils are in there. All right? So, again, I have this to give away. If you share this video, I'm going to be sending you, I'm going to be choosing from someone who shares this video and sending you either the headache roller or the simmer down roller with the Adaptiv in it. All right. Okay, so all week long, this is why I'm doing this. doTERRA is offering a different combo every single day for buy one, get one free. Today's combo is Adaptiv and Ylang Ylang. All right, so today only, they only do this for 24 hours. Gosh, all my lids are just hanging out in here. I've made a mess. For today only, when you buy Adaptiv, you get a free bottle of Ylang Ylang. Adaptiv for the member price is $37.50. Okay, if you don't have a membership, it's $50. If you don't have a membership, talk to somebody you know who's in doTERRA. Okay, but even the member price is $37.50. The price for Ylang Ylang is $37. Okay, so together these would normally be $74.50. And today only, they're offering both of them for just $37.50, okay? It's not the kind of thing you want to pass up. There's so many wonderful benefits of Ylang Ylang, and today you can get it for free. All right. It's one of those that a lot of people don't know how to use it. When people do A to Z oil guides, they maybe don't even get to the Y's because it's so far down the alphabet. But this is one that is so, so helpful. If you're a woman, if you have hormones, if you have any kind of blood pressure, you're going to want Ylang Ylang in your life. Okay. It's just a really lovely oil and you can get it free today. Let me know if you need help doing that. Okay. If you shared this video, make sure you tell me in the comments I shared this video. And I will pick somebody in the next 24 hours to give these rollers to. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope you'll reach out if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow, all right, with a totally different oil combination. We don't even know what that is yet, so I'll see you tomorrow. Let's meet back here at 5. Bye, guys.